Hello kids, it's Fujitoast here from AngryBirdsNest.com, here to take the final look into Angry Birds Friends. This is our third chapter on the subject, and if you guys have any questions about some of the earlier stuff, please reference those videos, and we'll get right into this one and start taking a look at things. We're going to talk about the navigation corner, which is this section down here. We're going to talk about the scoreboard a little bit, as well as what happens after you complete a level. So let's hop into one. What I've got to do is try to beat somebody though. So let's see, let's try one of these levels. I'll just try this one. Okay, so I need to at least beat Amber. I need to beat at least 53,000 here. Hope I can break through some of that. Well, I damaged that guy. Didn't quite kill him though. There we go. So that'll put me in front of Amber here. There we go. That I even beat Daniel. But have not beat Jesse. Okay. So after that happens, you have a couple options of things that you can do. You can brag to Daniel, which I'll go ahead and do that right now. I'm gonna brag to him. So if you're pretty proud of yourself and you think you did a pretty great job, go ahead and hit brag. And that sends Daniel kind of a little notification saying that you excuse me, that you beat him, and it's time for him to step up his game. Some other things that you can do is you can share the level on Facebook. You share it on your wall. Just let people know that you beat that level, and you're inviting some other people to come and try the same thing. It also shows a little video of you beating the level, so that's kind of fun. So if you got a pretty wickedly cool shot, that's the place to share it. Another thing you can do is embed the level. So you can copy this HTML code right here, or copy this link and share it on your blog, your website, forum, something like that, and you kind of start a little competition between friends. It's a neat little feature they added. I liked that one. So that's the things that you do or can do after you complete a level. Some other things that I'm going to show you guys today in this classroom session is the scoreboard. So this is the main scoreboard right here. It shows you where you're at in the standings of all your friends. So you can see I am number 9 in the standings. I usually play on my iOS device, so I'm not too high on Facebook friends. So there's a whole bunch of people up here that have us topped. So you've got a few people with or the person with the gold, silver, and bronze of your friends. So depending on who your friends are and how much they play, obviously that's going to dictate how far up you are in the standings. But it also shows, go back to myself. Oh. So it shows you how many stars you have total, how many feathers you have total. Feathers with a mighty eagle, if you remember that from lesson 2, I believe. It also shows you over here how many stars and feathers you have per episode. So on Surf and Turf, I have 133 of the 135 stars. I don't have any of the feathers. Looks like I have a couple feathers and poached eggs, but that's about all I've got as far as that goes. You've also got your weekly tournament standings. We also covered weekly tournament stuff in the first episode of this classroom. So that is most of the scoreboard stuff. I want to move down to the navigation corner now. A lot of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory, but let's kind of go over it just in case you guys have any questions. Maybe I'll answer some of them, and also feel free to ask questions at the bottom of this page as well. But here's kind of the basic ones. We've got the full screen button right here. If you want to be able to see your levels a little bit more, let's pop into one of them. If you want to be able to see it a little bit more clearly, tap on this button here. It takes you full screen. Might help you aim on some of those tough levels. Also next to that is the mute button. There's the mute button right here. If you're tired of listening to the music, go ahead and hit that mute button. Here's the info. The info right now on this screen tells you a little bit about the game itself. If you hit that button while you're in a level, hit it right now, that'll show you some kind of tips of what specialty birds you can use to help you complete a level. So this is showing the super scope bird, or the sling scope. If gives you a little bit better aim. This is the King Sling, a little bit more power. This is the Super Seeds bird. We covered all of this in Chapter 2 as well, but it's just giving you a bit more information of how you can use these birds. So also, let's go back to the main menu, get out of the full screen. We got the invite button here. Yeah, so if you know somebody that you think would really like Angry Birds, this is the place to let them know about the game and invite them to start competing against you. In the inbox here, this is where you will receive gifts from other people. Gifts in the form of special power birds, Mighty Eagles, the Super Seeds, King Sling, etc. And you can also send gifts to other friends. Let's see. I think I already sent a bunch to them today, so I'm unable to do so right now. But there is normally a bunch of friends you have here, and you can select all of them and send them gifts. So let's see. Now we've got the shopping area. This is where you can buy these specialty birds. The power-up pack is one that gives you a kind of an equal amount of all of the various birds. So the more that you buy, the better value it is. So if you buy a whole bunch of them, then you get more free. So that's with all of them. So if there's one certain bird that you seem to like quite a bit, so if you really like swinging the Super Seed, the larger bird, you can just buy that individually if you'd like. Now lastly is the avatar, which is kind of a bit of fun. So it's taken a sec to get into it. There we go. So this is my current avatar that I created recently. So basically you can go through which bird you want, which hat, classes. As you can see, there's accessories in here that cost various amounts of money. So if you want to go really wild and get yourself some really fancy bird, you can do that. Otherwise, you can go completely free and set it as your avatar. I'll set this one as my avatar right now. But also, if you don't feel like digging through all the features and just want something kind of random, you can hit this dice here, and it just creates a random little creature for you, or random bird for you. But beware, they do often throw in a bunch of the features with money, so at that point you'll have to buy the items. So if you want to make one yourself, you're just going to go in there, hit the bird you like, put a bow on him. Suddenly, wait, no, that's too girly. I need the girl bird. Excuse me, girl bird, if I'm going to want to do that. Throw some sunglasses on him, give him a mustache, and give him one of these bullet chains or whatever they're called. I don't see them in the westerns. I don't even know what they are, to be honest. Or don't know what they're called. I know what they are. They hold your bullets. So that's the Bird-O-Matic. That creates the avatar that you see up in the corner here. As you can see, I've got my previous one that I just hit select on. So, guys, that is most of Angry Birds Friends. This is the last part of it, so if there's anything we've covered or haven't covered in the past three classroom sessions that you have questions for, please let us know, and we'll do our best to get to them as soon as we can and answer your questions. And thanks for watching. Have a great night, and enjoy some Angry Birds. Bye.